So, welcome to another video of Reasonable Antics. And today I just want to talk about the story about PlayStation and the whole DRM thing. Now, we remember back in 2013, I believe it was, when Microsoft tried the same sort of thing and it backfired tremendously. And even Sony had come out and made fun of them themselves. However, times have changed and the winds have changed and gaming and the industry is changing at a rapid pace. I know people hate hearing that, but it's the truth. And unfortunately for us, there's nothing we can really do about it but speak with our wallets. Now, I've said this for a long time, and I know people are going to hate this, but it's true. I'm like, why do people prefer to buy digital? Now that this is happening, I'm hoping that this would be something that makes people consider physical media again, those who aren't buying physical. If you think about it, like, you have your physical games, like all the things that you get with it. You can sell it, you can trade it. It's nice shelf space for some people. People like seeing it on the shelves. It's even conversation pieces when people come in. Now, on the other hand, I get the whole digital aspect, right? It's convenience. That's it. There's nothing else other than being convenience. And now we see how inconvenient it can be that you can spend your hard-earned cash, because a lot of times, especially for AAA games and even some AA games, the price is the same as the physical counterpart. So you're paying the same thing as, say, me. I'm a physical buyer. I only buy physical. So you're paying the same amount that I would pay if I was to buy a physical disc, except for I get to keep mine. I have ownership over mine, and you don't. And here's a prime example of that Sony's trying to tell you. After 30 days, if you don't connect online, or you don't, or whatever it is, that you don't play a certain game, or it could be bricked, whatever the rumor is, it just doesn't sound good. And in my opinion, I just think this is a reason for people to consider to buy physical games. So, for example, on the PS5, I don't own a single digital game. I don't have a ton of PS5 games. I have 22 of them, but all 22 are physical. I bought a few digital games in the PS4 era, maybe 4 or 5, because they were on sale, and sometimes even forget what they are because I don't really buy digital games. So it kind of, I kind of overlook them per se. In my gaming nature, I overlook them. But everyone else, I mean, for those people who buy digital, I don't want to sound like I'm crapping all over you guys, but isn't this a prime example of why you would want to buy physical? Would you want to have to connect on every 30 days, or make sure you run that game every 30 days, or whatever the case may be? Don't you want to be able to play your games offline? I mean, we just have to see how this turns out. It's really early in the reported reports. So, I mean, as an outsider looking in, like, I'm not big into the gaming industry. This is only my second video. I just would talk to myself at times and be like, man, why is this stuff happening? So I figured I'd put this channel together so I could get it off my chest. And honestly, like, this is part of the reason why I never liked buying digital, and I'm always gonna stand by it. Like, physical games, I buy physical movies still. You can get those cheap at the thrift store. I know the retro scene's getting a little bit more pricey, but you can find stuff out there if you want to go that route. But even if you want to stay modern, I highly recommend buying physical. If you don't want to buy everything physical, then don't. But something that you really care about, you should really consider buying it physical. Like, this way you don't have to worry about it. Your favorite game, you know that years from now you can pop that disc in, install it. If you don't have space, you likely won't. Install it on your PlayStation 5 or PlayStation 6 if it's backwards compatible, if there's a disk drive. That's a whole nother video that I may make in the future. But you know that you have your game and they can't take it from you. In this aspect right now, you could have your game taken from you. And how is that worth your money and worth your peace of mind? So I say, if you don't want to embrace full physical, at least consider buying your favorites physical. right? And then things that you don't care about too much, you can get those digitally. The only thing that I will argue, actually, in my final point on this, is the only thing that makes sense to be digital only is live service games. That's it. Those should never be made physical. Like, Anthem should have never been made a physical copy of the game. Like, they need to leave those games, live service games, digital only, considering they never really last. So, in my mind, everything that is not live service should have a physical release. If you're really interested in a game, I said this in my last video, I really wanted Alan Wake 2. They didn't have a physical version of it. They said they weren't going to make a physical version of it. I said, fine, I'm not supporting this because I want to own my copy. They came back, made a physical version, and here we are. So, well, that's my video of today. And anyways, I'll talk to you guys next time. Thank you for joining me on Reasonable Antics.